Jim, what I had typed as my original answer is what we normally do. But as it happens, that's not how I got the nice satin stitch of your design. So this is your original JPEG, and I just grabbed it from your post. And if I do what I told you to do, trace bitmap and get quick trace so that we can convert these, convert the lines to curves. And then and I'm sure this is what you tried as well, because this is what I told you to do, grab the group of the 12 objects. If I expand it, you can see them. But if you grab the header, that gets everything. This is what normally we have to do. And then once you convert it, it's easy to get rid of the white, but this is not nicely done. It says it's a satin stitch, and part of it is, but you would have to come in here with your stitch angles and fix it. So let's back up and let me show you exactly what I did do. I'm going to back up again so that I haven't traced that. Let's see, here's my backup. So this is your design, just like you posted it as a JPEG. And I'm going to select it. I haven't converted it to curves or anything. This is just your design. And then once I go to convert, that gave me the stitch direction all the way around. Now, I don't really know why this is working, but it did. Okay, and I'll just delete all of the white. Now what I started doing, and the black is just kind of harsh to see. We'll go to something just a little bit lighter. I see this as a full path. And then, of course, I see the heart as a full path. So I just started in with what I could see, this one going under, that goes over. I really want this one to go under, and then this one is fine going over, under, over, under, over. This one should have gone under, and this one over. Then I'm back to under. This one would be over, under, over. That one. See, I think I'm kind of backtracking on myself now. So at this stage, then I went into the knife tool, and it's not available, so I must have broken it apart. And then when we look at the parts, see, it's really kind of chopped up. And I may work from that. Pieces like this can be straightened up a little bit. You know, it puts in way more nodes than you need. So I think I deleted some of these just to clean it up. We have a tool, Smooth Curves. Now you want to be careful with this. When I was playing with it, I was getting too many. I'm going to try 0.1 and see what we get. And when I look at that now, I'm touching H for reshape. See how it got rid of some of them? But there's no reason, Control Z. There's no reason to have the, touching H, these straight points. So I would be deleting those as I go and perhaps making them round by touching the space bar. Same thing here. Grab that one, space bar. Space bar. I would leave the ends as straight nodes. And so what I'll do from here, it's already kind of broken apart. I'm touching 0 to fill my screen as I work. And I'm going to start in here. This one's under, that one's over. I want this to go under. So I'm going to find that, and I can see that I am going to have to split it. So I'll use my knife, And I want some overlap, so I'll cut this here, perhaps here. And I don't have to set enter yet until I get all the cuts in place that I want. Now I'll hit enter, and this little piece, I'm touching escape, this can be deleted. Okay, and now what I'll come back and touch this one, reshape, and I took time to kind of clean up some of this that's going on here. I'm going to select it here. We'll go to edit, smooth the curves, and that 0.10 was kind of working for me to a degree. Touching H again is the same thing as going up here to reshape. But there's no way I need two nodes there. I'll zoom in so I can see what's going on, because I want to get rid of one of them. Uh-oh, too much. Let's try maybe that one. Yeah, that did it. And it kind of got spread out on me. But then I'll take this. Now I've lost track of where I was. This is going under. This one's going over. Okay. And this will actually need to be just kind of backed up a little bit. H. Taking that one out. And this is the fussy part, you know, where you just get this to sew exactly where you want it. This and this I'm going to weld together. Escape. So I'll touch this one and touch here. And then we have a weld tool. Okay. And this will take a little cleaning up. Touching H to reshape. There's my wayward one. We'll get rid of that. And it's just a little time consuming. Maybe I'll move this one back. That's part of the auto digitizing. I mean, if you're going to go that route, you're going to have some cleanup. The segments pretty much need to end on a straight point, so I can get rid of this node, and I'm going to be fine. I can get rid of that one. I can get rid of perhaps the center, and I'm not doing too much damage. I'm going to zoom back out and see if I'm back on track. And I just took each stroke at a time. So back here we went under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. This one would actually go under. And I just took each as I went. And by starting with the, I guess you would call it a trefoil, starting with it first, the heart seemed to pretty much just fall in line once I got all of those points finished. I had a few places where, like right here, I can see that's an over and an over. So there's a few more that I have to cut. If you draw it out on paper first, with paper and pencil, and you can actually get a good idea of where you want these to come over and under. Then you would actually digitize it. I'm just amazed at how good a job the auto digitize does, is why I went that route. If you had it worked out in paper and then converted it to a digital image that you could bring into your software, you might use the block tool. So I'm going to choose another color with the block tool. I've chosen this. I'm going to use my fill of the satin stitch. and I would do each segment. Those were two straights, a curve. And the beauty of the block tool is that it sets your stitch direction at the same time. Takes a little practice. And I've heard some digitizers say that they'll just left click it all the way around and then go back in and set their curves. And that's a little faster. So I'll do that now. That one's going over. So this one should go under. So I'm going to stop it just inside here. And stop. And then enter. And so you would use your motif as something to trace. And then you would just physically digitize. Sometimes that's faster than editing. So it just depends on. I would play with both to see your final results. Thanks for watching.